Yes. What's up, man? What's up? So, you're walking in the first quarter, and you'll notice, you'll see signs on these houses. Some say for rent, some say for sale. So as a real estate investor, if I'm trying to figure out the price of property, can I make money with real estate here? So I need to be able to get the property, put, 20, 30% down. That's going to give me that cash flow, right? And then, but I need to know if that's going to work. Now, any property will cash flow. And you say, what do you mean? Well, if you paid cash, even if the rents are subpar, these are weak rents, like say they have weak rents, and it's cheaper to rent than it is to own, well, you're gonna have a hard time making money as a landlord if you can't service the debt. So, but if you pay cash, like any property cash flows, right? But what we're looking for is that sweet spot, that 20%, 30% down. You might say, why is that the sweet spot? Very simply. The reason the sweet spot is that 20 to 30% down. Now look, you see that property's for sale. So what I want to do is call, right? Same with rent. I want to call, and so I need to get a rent price, because once I know a rent price, I know how much money I can collect. When I know how much money I collect, I know how much I can determine how much of the loan I can service. I can determine how much of the loan I can service and cash flow. And that'll help me determine probably how much I need to put down. And like I've said, the sweet spot is 20 to 30% down, financing the other 70 to 80%. Why? Because now we can leverage ourselves. And what I mean by leverage ourselves is now, instead of, let's say we paid $100,000 or $1 million for this building, and instead we put $300,000 down, we could go buy 3 buildings, thereby causing that leverage effect that you hear talked about in real estate. That's the sweet spot. That allows you to grow, but also have equity in the building and like give yourself some flexibility. You're not too leveraged. And over time, you're gonna go from 20% leverage or equity to just through the natural course of time. Now, what I'm saying about the natural course of time is, listen, the loan is going to get paid down by the tenant. The price is going to appreciate, and that sweet spot, that 20, 30% down you put in, that's what's giving you that cash flow drip. But because of depreciation, meaning you get to write the building off. You can write it off one way for short-term rentals, one way for single family, one way for commercial property, but you get to write that loan off. It's like not only do you get to write the loan off, you get to depreciate the property, which means that depreciated money, $1 depreciated goes against $1 of profit. And if your profit comes into about the max of your depreciation on a standard home, 27, it's about 3% a year for 27 years. So $100,000 or $1 million property, what is that? What's 3%? That's 30 grand. So you get to depreciate $30,000. Well, if your cash flow profit comes in at $30,000, cash flow profit comes in at $30,000, that allows that money to be tax-free. Remember I said we could leverage ourselves. So now we're getting 30 grand tax-free. And you say, yeah, but if I had the building and it was paid for, I would get more money. And that's true, but here's the difference. The difference is I'm gonna get to depreciate on 3 buildings or 3 units or 3 houses when the guy who pays cash only gets to do it on 1. I'm gonna appreciate that average 5 to 7% a year that real estate goes up. I get to do it on 3 units, not 1.
Yeah.
tax-free income. That allows you to accelerate your net worth building. If I get $20,000, $30,000 a year, I don't even pay taxes on, and I don't need the money, and I began to take that money and add it to new deals and new dividend stocks and new pieces of real estate or new, building my savings or whatever, building my war chest, building process. Because now I have money I don't need, so I'm leveraged, tax-free, I'm depreciating. Think of that. Leverage, tax-free, and depreciating, and appreciating at the same time. And the moment you don't need that money, the wealth building process begins to accelerate. So you get this effect, the wealth accelerator, so to speak. The more of your money that you can get growing completely tax-free, meaning the government legally, it's legal. As a home appreciates, you pay no tax on the appreciation. As you depreciate it, that money goes against profits. So if you had $3,000 in profits, cash, or in other words, cash flow, and you had $3,000 in depreciation you're allowed to take on the property, that means you made that $3,000 and you owed no taxes on it. It's your money. What if you took that money and you set it aside to buy more properties, or you put it, say, into dividend stocks or other type of investments, or start a business? But listen, most other people, like these guys back here, I don't think they're thinking about this. You got to stay on top of this. Nobody's going to invite you to the table. You're going to have to get out here in this big world, and you're going to have to push your intent into the universe. You are going to have to go and take this. So I got to walk around, and I got to look for the properties, look for the deals. I got to meet people who could put me in a position way to buy them. I need realtors, and I need to be stacking my cash.